Neverwinter gets some open beta news, towering titans collide in minimum, Prime World is primed for its closed beta, and more on this week's episode of Free-to-Play Weekly. It's good to see you guys again. I've been pretty sick, and as you can probably tell in my voice, I'm coming off the tail end of it, but I can't seem to stay away from you guys when there's this much exciting news at hand, so let's get right back to it. Perfect World has announced the official open beta launch date for their upcoming MMORPG, Neverwinter. The MMO will open its doors for good starting on April 30th, and players can expect to progress through the world of Neverwinter with nary a character wipe in sight. Those who purchased a Founders Pack will be granted access to an additional beta weekend starting this Friday, April 12th, focusing on allowing players to try out the game's 4 different professions: leadership, mailsmithing, platesmithing, and leatherworking. Keep in mind this will not be a part of the open beta, and characters made during this beta weekend will be wiped. No word on whether Perfect World intends to release additional content after the game transitions to a full release, or when that full release is scheduled to occur. Are you excited for the launch? Namco's long-running racing series Ridge Racer is set to get a new installment this year. The series originally debuted in 1994, with the majority of the subsequent sequels released on consoles and arcade machines. Now the latest version, Ridge Racer Driftopia, is set to be released free-to-play on both PC and the PS3. From the announcement trailer, we can glean the game will feature collectible vehicles, power-ups, destructible environments, and drifting. Lots of drifting. In terms of the game's cash shop, the trailer hints at purchasable vehicle packs of varying qualities, boosts, repair kits, and most likely cosmetic upgrades. You know, for those of us who love our cars decked out in neon green underlights with a tiger painted on the side. Developer Nival has announced closed beta registration has opened up for their castle-building, persistent RPG MOBA Prime World. Unlike more notable MOBAs like League of Legends and Dota, whose players usually favor the solo tri-lane map that's become synonymous with the genre, Prime World forgoes this in favor of a more diversified approach. Players can expect at least 6 game modes, including a 3v3 and a 4v4 map. Instead of choosing from a list of static heroes, players can recruit individual persistent heroes and equip them in between battles with collectible and upgradable talents. No word yet on how large the closed beta will be or when invites are set to go out. The martial arts-based MMORPG Age of Wushu was officially released last week in North America. Players who participated during the game's beta will be happy to know they can keep their characters, titles, guilds, and all progression they earned prior to launch. On an interesting note, Snail Games plans on introducing a retail version of the game, which will be available on April 23rd through select North American retailers. The retail version includes several extras, including VIP access, in-game currency, unique fashion sets, mounts, and more. Players who purchase the retail version will also have the opportunity to train with Jet Li in an exclusive in-game player arena called the Twilight Village Adventure. In preparation for the launch, we caught up with Snail Games in an interview to ask how the company was preparing the MMO for the Western market. In the interview, Snail Games addresses some of the issues players have voiced concerning the game, along with what types of updates players can expect to see in the future. You can check out the full interview by visiting us at MMOBomb.com. And the game of the week is Frontline Tactics. Frontline Tactics is a turn-based tactical strategy game where players are in charge of an elite group of soldiers tasked with restoring peace to a nation on the verge of war. Players are able to embark on intense and often extremely difficult strategic missions. In Frontline Tactics, navigating the environment effectively is crucial since it can be used as cover for a player's soldiers, granting them increased resistance to enemy fire. Each character in a player's army can be equipped with different weapons, armor, and equipment allowing them to be tailored for specific roles. Each unit also has access to several unlockable unique skills, which can open up strategic opportunities for players during battle. Unlike some free-to-play strategy games, Frontline Tactics offers players a choice of both multiplayer and single-player content. Players can opt to play through a unique storyline campaign by themselves in order to hone their skills and continue progressing their squad outside of just multiplayer. The game offers cross-platform support, which allows players to play against others on PC, Mac, and even some iOS and Android devices. If you're looking for a tactical strategy that challenges you while offering a large amount of unit upgrades, then be sure to check out Frontline Tactics. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. As always, like, subscribe, and leave us a comment below. Anything else you'd like to find out, be sure and check out on our website, MMOBomb.com. And until then, I'll see you guys next week.